We're glad to have all of you here today. I'm George Swift of the Chamber Southwest and the Southwest Louisiana Economic Development Alliance, and we're glad to be here with Paula Ramsey, our Chamber Vice President, and Amanda White and Ben Druyer to have the grand opening of the Shearman House of Autism Services, and we're very appreciative of the Shearman family for this gift and for this facility. And so this is another good thing about Southwest Louisiana, and we're happy to have with us today the Mayor, Mayor Nick Cutter. Mayor, would you like to say a word or two?
I will. Thanks, George. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
I want to thank you all for being here, and definitely thank you to the Shearman family for this. This is wonderful, and it's very needed in this community. Since I've been mayor, I've had the opportunity to learn a lot more about this community and about every aspect of this community, people that need certain accommodations and a little additional help in many ways. And it's been an honor to be exposed to a lot of that as mayor. And I've told this story a couple times. I'll tell it again. Some of you have heard it, but I had a chance to visit with a family several years ago that had an autistic child, and they were making a choice about where they were literally going to live, Lake Charles or another city. And they chose Lake Charles because of the amount of services that were provided for their autistic child here in the city. And I thought that was a really special thing. And I don't want to throw stones at any other cities, but I will tell you that they had some other cities on their list that were pretty prominent cities. And they chose Lake Charles over some of those other cities because we do have a community that really comes together and recognizes the need for our autistic brothers and sisters. And this is just another tangible example of that. So to the entire group here today, thank you for continuing that legacy of Lake Charles being a community that really does care about everybody. So thank you. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. Now I'd like to hear a word from Missy Griffith, the director here at Autism Services. Missy?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank y'all all so much for being here today. We are so happy to have y'all celebrate this tremendous occasion with us. I guess this is not exactly your traditional ribbon cutting ceremony. When you pull up, you don't really see any permanent signage letting you know that this is a business. And when you walk in our doors, we didn't have anything to sell you. And that's how we wanted it to be. We want you to have the impression that with Autism Services, when you walk in here, this is a home, much like the home that you and I live in our personal lives. 20 years ago, our organization was founded by 4 local ladies. All of these ladies had a family member that was on the autism spectrum. And they were faced with a choice when they realized they were entering into adulthood. They didn't want to see them move into a group home or an institution. So they got together and they got busy and got to work, much like us ladies do. And they founded this wonderful organization, Autism Services. After a lot of hard work, in 2009, they were able to build our first home. And then now here we stand 20 years later, and this is our 5th home. We're so grateful and appreciative to the Shearman family that allowed us to have the contribution to be able to purchase this home. This home allows 4 young men an opportunity to live a life and call it their place. We're also grateful for other big supporters. We're happy to have LaBerge here with us today. LaBerge has been a wonderful contributor in joining us with our mission. They also are our venue and our host for a lot of our big fundraisers, Autism on the Bayou, which will happen next month. We hosted our golf tournament there in April at Contraband Bayou Golf Course, and we'll have the opportunity to do that again next April. We're grateful to have Delta Downs here with us today. They gave us a wonderful contribution that allowed us to renovate a community center in the back, which I'll happily show anybody after we're done with the ribbon cutting. And all of our board and other members of the community, fellow chamber members, we're excited to be able to be here as a nonprofit. What we do is we provide a service where a gap previously existed, and we're happy to be able to do that. Thank y'all so much, and I'm happy to present the Shearman Home.